right, so this morning I had a feeling, right? And something rang in my head. R. Kelly, when he said, I gave y'all 30 years of my career. 30 years. Now
Yeah.
this is all assumption, speculation, or just some conclusion I'm drawing up just from a few incidences. I feel like this whole soul selling thing is a 30-year deal. I started doing a little bit of research and just looking at dates. You know, we love looking at dates and like, man, this belongs up with childhood, adulthood stuff, all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, so Michael Jackson died in '09.
Yeah.
And I said this, when did Off the Wall, when did his first solo album come out? And I just looked at it.
79,
Like,
won't it?
don't tell me it was 30 years ago. And sure enough, 1979.
79, yeah.
30 years collected. R. Kelly. Okay, y'all 30 years of my career. When did he go things start going bad for him?
Yeah.
And I looked up R. Kelly. And then in Wikipedia it says 89 to this and that public announcement. 89, 2019. Things go bad.
Yeah.
Bad Boy Records. Man, when was Bad Boy Records established? I looked it up. 1994.
94. Yeah.
30 years later. It is 2024. I said, you mentioned Cosby. I was like, let me just now, real time.
Yeah.
When did Cosby go bad? 2014, 2015? When did Cosby Show come out? 30 years prior. 1984. Assault allegations have been made against Cosby since 2014. 30 years later.
It's interesting, man. It's interesting to the point where you have to wonder what is coincidences. I'm torn with coincidences. There's a part of me that want to say, hey, man, it exists. And then there's another part of me that's like, man, there's no such thing as a coincidence. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not the biggest conspiracy theorist, you know, but that is very interesting that everybody's aligning with this 30-year time frame that you point out now.
Yeah, for some reason, something just said 30 years, and I'm feeling like 30 years is a long time. So say you go and you're so desperate to get into something and to make some money, and somebody says, look, for 30 years, and you're 20 something, and you think when you're 20 something, you think 30 years from now is a lifetime.
Yeah,
it's a lifetime. It's more than the money
you haven't reached it yet.
Alive. You haven't even lived 30 years yet. You haven't even been cognizant of your life for about 15 years since you were 4 or 5 years old. And then the prominence of your life when you're about 20 something has only been like 5-6 years that you've actually like that's meant something to you. So to say 30 years, I'll give you millions of dollars, all the everything that you want in life, and you'll have it for 30 years. Like, you know what? Sign me up for that, and I can figure it out after 30 years and then collect some money, and I can go about my way and live my life however I need to live. With all the billions of dollars that Michael Jackson has made, you would think that he would probably think, okay, I can figure my way out of this. I can figure my way out of this. I done made billions of dollars. I can figure my way out of this. I just need to get this Billy real quick, and I can go about my way and figure out life however I need to figure out. So let me sign this 30-year contract and do what I got to do. I'm just saying. Conspiracy, speculation. I don't know. It's just something I thought about just this morning. I wanted to bring it to you, see what you thought. Especially if you said Cosby. I looked up. I wasn't going to say nothing until you said Cosby. Like, yeah, Cosby is an interesting situation. Let me look up Cosby real quick.
We at the end of the show now, so I'm going to probably be looking this up after we get off air. We probably going to be still looking into this because I want to dive into this a little more because I'm curious. But that's interesting, man. I'm intrigued.